One thing I appreciate, because I get pretty busy at work, is you walk in, you check in, and they see you probably within 5 minutes. You get in, you walk through the door, you sit down, and usually there's an X-ray to start. They're in there with just within a couple of minutes. They have their X-ray machine in the office. You walk down the hall, shoot the X-ray. By the time you get back to the room, they can pull it up on the screen. They show you, here's the X-rays, here's what it looks like. As complex as that is, with the volume of patients that they see, it was pretty straightforward. I guess originally in 2010, I had a wakeboarding accident and just snapped my arm back. And I knew I'd injured it. It hurt a little bit, but only usually after activity. And then I guess it was February of 2016. I was doing some CrossFit activities and tore it. It just dropped to my side. I couldn't put on my turn signals. I couldn't steer the car with two hands. So I knew it was time to do something. You know, being in the medical business for a long time, I've always known to get referrals from nurses. They're very good at kind of pointing in the right direction. So she had worked with him quite a bit. The staff likes him a lot, and he's just been known to do a really great job on shoulders. He's very easy to talk to. He actually drew out a really nice picture of what he thought was going on, but he didn't know it was going to be as bad as it was until he got in there. So the first surgery for the rotator cuff was in April. In August, I was feeling fantastic. I was already back working out, doing CrossFit, and we were actually on vacation in Bend. Our last day, we stopped at Crux on the way home, which is a nice brewery. We're hanging out, and there were some areas of the grass were being repaired. I was carrying some food or some drinks, and I got my flip-flop caught in this little fence. And I knew I was going down, and I just thought I'd jump onto my back and try to avoid, dropping everything and landing on my hands. And just hit the ground, and I heard the sound of it snapping, and I wasn't sure if it was the anchors or what it was. In the process, we texted Dr. Huberty, and he was really good about just saying, hey, just come back, I'll see you right away, and figure out what's going on. At that point, I was starting to get to that oh boy, am I going to be that 50-year-old that has chronic pain? And he said, no, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. After the X-ray, and he looked at me and he said, I hate to say this, but this is a significant injury. And I looked at him because he's very non-reactive. He's a very kind of calm guy. And I said, are you kidding? He's like, no, this is significant. But he said he drew me a picture right on the bed, said, here's what we're gonna do, here's the plan. It'll be fine. I never felt nervous. I never felt uncomfortable. I knew his reputation, which was great. He was direct, and when he said something was serious, I knew. When he said it wasn't, he was right. I never was worried. I just knew I was kind of in the hands of somebody who was really, really good. I don't know, it was relaxing after seeing him, I've dealt with a lot of orthopedic surgeons, and he was just in my work, and he was very easy to work with. When you're plated and have screws in your shoulder, that was really painful. And I could only move my arm a little bit, so it affected my sleeping, my sitting, everything. So you're just you feel fragile. So it was funny, just like he had said, as soon as the plates and screws come out, you're gonna feel a lot better. I didn't know how much better, so the next day, so surgery happened, remove all but one screw. I was in the gym the next day. The next day. I felt so good. I mean, it felt so much better. It was just light stuff, but it was able to move and able to, just get some blood flowing. It was really a nice feeling. During the process, I had been walking 3 to 4 miles a day, trying to stay fit, doing anything I could to keep my body healthy. Now, I have no pain at all. And I'm back to about, I would say, 95% of my strength that I was when I went in. The funny thing is, I think I do things that he would hate to hear this, but because of the process, I do things I probably shouldn't do. Because I'm so confident that if I had to go back again, we'd laugh, but they would get it done. Yesterday, we were doing relatively heavy work overhead, and it doesn't bother me, because if I had to call him, he'd say, yeah, I figured you might be back.